So when I did my undergrad in architecture, I went to Anna University. So at that time, we were not, there were no computers at the learning center. Everything was manually done. So it was like really like a, continuation of an art journey because, but just a little different. We used a lot of T-squares and set squares and stencils, to lock in all the furniture and the drawings. We learned about scale. Of course, you make drawings which are tiny and build buildings which are life size. So that was a big learning too. And most of my presentations were on paper with watercolors or color pencils. And so when I finished, of course, I was practicing architecture and we slowly moved on to computerized drawings, and I would still paint at home, on my dining table. I couldn't let go of my art. Some reason it keeps coming back. And particularly when the children were small and I was a bit housebound, I started painting again. So at one point, there were so many terms in art that I wanted to understand. Mainly, I was curious about printmaking, and there were so many terms like chinkole and this and that. I didn't want to be ignorant, like I don't know what you're talking about. Curiosity led me to Kalakshetra. So when I was speaking to Amma, she said, no, there's a full course you can do there. And when I went there, I realized there was a sculpture department, there was ceramics, there was printmaking, there was academic studies, and the tutors were really very good. And even though I had done my basics like point, line, plane, etc., in architecture, they insisted I have to start all over again and go through the mill and learn perspective, everything, all over again. So I really enjoyed the hands-on experience. It was not theoretical, it was working. And we had exams which were 2 days where you had to finish a sculpture or you had to finish some artwork or a, still life study. So we had to learn time management and completion too in that time, which is not very different from our architectural projects. And later when I used to teach at Anna University, I used to teach architecture students. I always liked teaching the first years because they were doing basics of art and design, and that was my area of interest. I used to have a free hand initially because the syllabus was like that, and I used to teach them basics of color and color mixing and of course watercolor, poster colors, etc. And we used to do all these outdoor trekking and with our sketchbooks, and I used to teach them to sketch on site, because that's really part of an architectural journey, to see and draw and to understand. I always feel that that's the only way it registers in your mind. What you see is when you sketch. That is my understanding of how to look and see. And so I enjoyed that journey. Of course, it was a huge learning curve, teaching and doing your own work. And I also learned that whatever the medium, it's just what you're using to express what you're thinking within you. For me, that's always been a very spontaneous connect. My sketching and learning and different techniques has always happened on the side, and finally I just feel the urge to create something which is in my head. So that journey is spontaneous. So I like to work spontaneously even when I'm teaching. I let the students give them a free hand. Don't pressurize them into learning or do rigid learning. It's like, you enjoy the journey as much as you enjoy the end. The journey is equally important. So I like the meandering path. So that has been my philosophy always.